Yo, we got Macklemore, drug dealer, featuring ARIANA DEBOO.
Taboo.
Because she's DEBOO, or was DEBOO.
Taboo. Miss Deboo.
Oh, you know who I confused him with for a second? Mac Miller. Because didn't Mac Miller and Ariana dated, no?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For a second, I thought it was Mac Miller featuring Ariana because she's DEBOO.
Oh.
That's where I got confused. I don't listen to much of Macklemore, but I'll give this one a shot.
They said it wasn't a gateway drug. My homie was taking subs and he ain't wake up the whole while. These billionaires, they caked up, paying off Congress, so we take their drugs. Murderers who will never face the judge. And we dancing to a song about a face gone numb. But I seen homies turn gray, noses draining blood. I could have been gone, our 30s faded in that tub.
I think he was talking about the Weeknd song. Everyone's dancing to a song about taking drugs that make your face feel numb. I can't feel my face.
Congress, so we take their drugs. Murderers who will never face the judge. And we dancing to a song about a face gone numb. But I seen homies turn gray, noses draining blood. I could have been gone, our 30s faded in that tub. That's Prince.
Yo, mad deep. I just love how he touches on like Purdue Pharma and how like they don't face the judge, referring to like the pharmaceutical companies and like talking about how he's seen people turn gray because when you overdose, you turn gray. So a very relatable and deep topic. And then it's even the scene when he's just in the shower and like that feeling, like you can just see it in the body language, like when you have your head down, that feeling of like hopelessness or despair or just like deep depression.
Yeah, it's a very vulnerable state because you're naked. You're in the shower. You're supposed to be standing up, but you're sitting.
Right.
And so it's you said defeated, right? It's like a very
no, but that's a
defeating
great
feeling.
word. Yeah.
Yeah.
Feel defeated.
And we dancing to a song about a face gone numb. But I seen homies turn gray, noses draining blood. I could have been gone, our 30s faded in that tub. That's Prince, Michael and Whitney. That's Amy Ledger and Pimp C. That's Yams, that's DJ AM. Goddamn, they're making the killing. Now it's getting attention cause Sarah, Katie, and Billy. But this shit's been going on from Seattle out to South Philly. It just moved about the city and it spread out to the burbs. Now it's everybody's problem, got a nation on the verge. Take activists off the market, jack the price up on the syrup. But Purdue Pharma's about to move that work.
My drug dealer was a doctor. Had the plug from Big Pharma. He said that he would heal me, but he only gave me problems.
Yo, love that so much. How she says like my drug dealer was the doctor. They prescribe you the shit saying it's gonna help you. Like you don't know any better, so you take the drug and then you're on it for so long. By the time you want to get off the drug, you realize like your addiction is horrific. Can't get off it because of the withdrawals. And you can see her just like showering in these pills, like which illustrates like how much pills she got from the doctor, because those pills you typically get from a doctor, especially at a large amount. And she's just laying there. So just love the analogy here. He's there with just obviously withdrawing, right? So he doesn't feel well, flu-like symptoms, like smoking mad cigarettes. You see all the cigarettes on the table and he's just trying to kick it.
Yeah, it's so true because like it makes me think about I think it was like the 90s when doctors, I think in Florida, were no longer able to prescribe people opiates like in their local clinics or something like that, and they ended up like having to pay just like a fat fine.
Yeah.
So it's very true what she talks about. And then it's interesting that the bed he's on has no sheets, nothing. Like he's like stripped.
Yeah.
But Purdue Pharma's about to move that
My
work.
drug dealer was a doctor. Doctor had the plug from Big Pharma. Pharma. He said that he would heal me. But he only gave me problems. My drug dealer was a doctor. Doctor had the plug from Big Pharma. I think he trying to kill me. He tried to kill me for $1.
And these devils, they keep on talking to me. They screaming, open the bottle. I wanna be a piece. My hand is gripping that throttle. I'm running out of speed. Try to close my eyes, but I just keep on sweating through these sheets. For a horseman, they won't let me forget. I wanna forge a prescription. Cause doctor, I need some more of it. When more
Yo, I'm instantly becoming a Macklemore fan just with this song. Just like everything he touches on, like he gives you a vivid picture of like what it's like to withdraw. And he's talking about, yo, I gotta forge this prescription because I need to get more, because your doctor only gives you a certain amount of pills per month for the prescription. So when you run out of your prescription based pills, like you need to find a way to get more. And just everything I think about right away, like why doctors do it, because like you're getting paid per patient, right? Typically when you're a doctor, especially when you have your own practice. So the more patients you see, the more money you make because you're charging per patient. So the fastest way for a doctor to make money is a prescription pad, because you could literally spend 5-10 minutes, write off a prescription, hand it to them, and the next patient, versus actually trying to analyze and fix the underlying issue. That takes a long time because then you're going through a series of tests. It's just time consuming to spend on one person to find an underlying issue. So a very quick fix, like, here, you're in pain, low back pain. Okay. Like instead of trying to find out what's causing the low back pain, just sign off on it, give them the pad, and you know they're going to keep coming back.
Exactly. Because like the day that they fix their issue, like they don't have to come back.
Exactly.
Doctors know that.
100%.
Yeah, he does such a great job capturing that struggle that the person feels, that they're desperate enough to forge that prescription slip.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that like Ariana, like she's literally like paralyzed with all the medicine capsules like surrounding her. So it really shows how the drugs are making her feel. She's very stiff.
Yeah.
a piece. My hand is gripping that throttle. I'm running out of speed. Try to close my eyes, but I just keep on sweating through these sheets. For a horseman, they won't let me forget. I wanna forge a prescription, cause doctor, I need.
Even the way he announces his words.
Yeah.
Like.
His wordplay with like horse and four. Wait, did he say 4 horsemen? But like he switched it. Did you catch that?
Mm-mm.
Like using 4, but like forget.
But yeah, I don't know why. Like I actually admire like the way he says like prescription. Like he emphasizes like the way, like he just emphasizes certain words.
And I think that's what makes him him.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of his songs are very like that.
I see.
It's very stiff.
It's like every single syllable
is like,
said very clearly.
It's very Shakespearean.
Try to close my eyes, but I just keep on sweating through these sheets. For a horseman, they won't let me forget. I wanna forge a prescription, cause doctor, I need some more of it. When morphine and heroin is more of your budget. I said I never use a needle, but sure, fuck it. I'm caught up, I'm on one, I'm nauseous, no options, exhausted. This is not what I started. Walking carcass, I lost everything I wanted. My blinds drawn, too gone to leave this apart.
My drug dealer was a doctor. Doctor had the plug from Big Pharma. He said that he would heal me, but he only gave me problems. My drug dealer was a doctor. Doctor had the plug from Big Pharma. I think he trying to kill me. He tried to kill me for $1.
Re-up, death certificate signed the prenup. Ain't no coming back from this Percocet activist, Ambien, Adderall, Xanax binge. Best friends with the thing that's killing me. Enemies with my best friend, there's no healing me. Refilling these. They say it's debt institutions and DOC. So God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to.
And even him like incorporating the serenity prayer, because that's often used in like rehabs, like it goes to show like how much this resonates with him. Like it's obviously a
Personal.
lifestyle that he's very familiar with, like if not him directly, someone very close to him. But
Yeah.
it just, from the sound of it, sounds like he's had direct experiences with this because of the emotion behind it.
Yeah, I'd be shocked otherwise.
Same.
Like even that part about how like they didn't have the drugs that he was supposed to get prescribed, so what the doctor did was give him like a needle, like heroin, I'm guessing. And it makes me think about the whole boom of heroin, like how it was supposed to supplement, you know, one drug for another, but like heroin ended up being worse.
Yeah, you have to graduate at some point because, like, I mean, first off, like, opiate pills, they're very expensive in comparison to heroin. So, like, and then secondly, it's easier to get heroin than it would be to get opiates, because if you have to go to a doctor, like, your doctor's only going to give you so much. And then if you go onto the street, it can be very hard to find pills because essentially all these pills are coming from pharmacies. Like, they can only dish out so much. The demand is so high. The pharmacies can only dish out so many pills, and doctors can only write out so many scripts. So what happens is you have to turn to heroin because there's an influx of it. Like, it's being grown. There's more demand.
Wait, wasn't there something about like why they changed the drugs to heroin? Like something about the opiates not being able to be crushed or something?
Yeah, right. They changed it. They made it like time released.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they made it time release. But heroin within itself is just a street drug. Like, that's just coming from like borders. It's being grown. But like everything outside of that, like the pharmaceuticals, like you said, the reason why they make them time release is to try to prevent people from overdosing.
Yeah.
Because you're not getting that, let's say, 40 milligram shot right there instantly. It's being released into your body, so you're going to get 5 milligrams like every hour, every 2 hours. So it's slowly coming into your system.
Institutions and DOC, so God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can.
Wait, what are the two shins of the doctor?
Best friend, there's no healing me. Refilling these. They say it's debt institutions and DOC, so God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And the wisdom to know the difference.
I think that was really clever of him of incorporating the serenity prayer, because I imagine people struggling through whatever they're struggling through that's like an addiction that they're trying to get off of. I imagine them listening to the song in hopes to cope with it, and then even singing the part when he says the serenity prayer. It's like they're like healing themselves with that too,
100%.
as they're singing the song.
Yeah, because I mean, you think of any group setting, like the serenity prayer concludes the group. So like once everything's said and done, like you say that, and then that's it. That's the conclusion. That's how you conclude. And so I liked the way he concluded the song. He concluded the song the same way groups concluded, which is like the serenity prayer, which kind of ends it on a hopeful note, which makes sense as to why you're ending it that way, because you want to end it, because like it could be a very tough conversation in a group, right? So like you don't want to end the group where people are kind of like left like angry or resentful. You want to end the group on a way where it doesn't have to be positive, but somewhat hopeful. So you end the group in a way where, like you say, serenity prayer. So it's like leaving the church is the same way. You kind of end it with a prayer. You end your day like that. So like You just, like I said, you kind of ended on a hopeful, and I guess you could even say like a positive note.
And then I imagine like him singing this live with like groups of people and them singing along with him. And it's essentially like a group setting and like a group therapy session.
True.
In that like tour or that performance.
That's true, yeah. And it's funny because the strength of prayer is only amplified when it's a group of people. You know, that's why churches are so effective and mosques, because it's a group of people praying. And that prayer is so much stronger when it's a group of us doing that. So,
yeah.